Samhain tonight. Live feed from the backyard. We're unrehearsed, so it is what's going to happen. I hope everyone enjoys it. My lovely husband is videotaping. Hopefully he does not fall. Okay, I'm going to drop everything off here. Excuse me. Okay, we're gonna clean around the pentagram first, and then we're gonna do sea salt. Okay. Hopefully that'll sit up there. Maybe. Oops. Alright, now we're going to do sea salt around the pentagram. Do it all, close it off except for a little bit to where he can walk in. Okay, I'm going to leave a little bit open so he can come in and do what he needs to do, and then I will close it off. All right. The flashlight doesn't work. See that? Look, it's a dead flashlight. Oh, look, the hubby's got a thing he's wanting. I'll trade you. Thank you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close this off so I don't need you in here yet. When I do, I'll open you a doorway. I need the bay leaves that are over there. All right, everyone, we're about to start. All right. As soon as I get my bay leaves. Hope everyone's had a wonderful evening. Thank you. All right, guys, we're releasing that. Okay. Hope everyone is doing fine. Welcome to this Samhain ritual. If I can get the candles to light, but as usual, I seem to have issues. Okay. I'll get it. Hold on, guys. Sorry for the interruption. Try not to catch my sleeves on fire. Oh, almost got it.
Not all that.
I know, right?
The outside candles.
Now we're going to get a wind. Wasn't no wind earlier, and now we want to start the candles. We're going to have wind. I hope everyone's got their ancestor stuff ready to go. If everything stays lit, we'll be able to get started. I have to read this. I have not had time to study. It is like no other, and that we can watch as the earth literally dies for the season. Leaves falls from the trees, the crops have gone brown, and the land once more becomes a desolate place. However, Samhain, when we take the time to remember the dead, we can take time to complete the endless cycle of life, death, and eventual rebirth. You want to have on hand a white candle and a black one, as well as a black, red, and white one. Ribbon and links, one set for each participant. Finally, if you need a few sprigs of rosemary, you also need that. I have everything prepared. As I said, sorry I have to read from this, but I have been extremely busy and not had time to sit and study. This is where we call them the guardians. As we light the candle in the north, guardians of the north, I call upon you to watch over the rights of three circle covens, power of endurance, strength, and guided by earth. We ask that you keep watch over us tonight within the circle. Let all who enter the circle under your guidance do so in perfect love and perfect trust. As we light the candle of east, guardians of east are called upon to watch over the rights of three circle covens, powers of knowledge and wisdom guided by air. We ask that you keep watch over us tonight within the circle. Let all who enter the circle under your guidance do so in perfect love and perfect trust. As we light the candle in the west, guardians of the west are called upon you to watch over the rights of the three circles of heaven, powers of passion and emotion guided by water. We ask that you keep watch over us tonight within this circle. Let all who enter this circle under your guidance do so in perfect love and perfect trust. As we light the candle of south, guardians of south will call upon you to watch over the rights of three covens, powers of energy and will guided by fire. We ask that you keep watch over us tonight within the circle. Let all who enter the circle under your guidance do so in perfect love and perfect trust. Now back to the altar. Sit quietly and meditating within the cast of the circle for a little while. When you feel ready, begin by turning the three candles on the left side of the altar and saying, I light the candles for the triple goddess, the great lady of three aspects. Light the white candle and saying, glorious maiden, goddess of youth and new beginnings, dawn and planted seed. Light the red candle saying, great mother, goddess of magic and plenty, love and knowledge. Light the black candle saying, dark crone, wise goddess of night, death and rebirth. I welcome the goddess in all her forms. Turn to the three candles on the right side of the altar saying, I light three candles for the triple god, great lord of many faces. Light the yellow candle saying, bright sun king, goddess of success and plenty. Light the green candle saying, horned god of the woodlands, god of fertility and growth. Light the black candle and saying, dark lord of underworld, god of protection and rest. I welcome the god in all his forms. With the wand in your power hand, tap the cauldron 5 times, raise your arms over your altar and say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm only going to be able to raise one arm because I've only got one available. Dark goddess of death, I ask your blessings. Lift the veil from me so that I may greet my loved ones who have passed on, friends, family, and pets that have gone ahead into your realm. Let only those who wish well enter the circle. Touch the plate or the food with the wand, saying, this is the night of the feast of the dead, the night of the wheel turning. Year brings upon a thin veil. The gates between the worlds stand upon the night. I honor my loved ones who the voices come to me in whispering wind. The veil is lifted this night so that all may rejoice together in fellowship. All those who wish me well, welcome my circle as we eat. May we remember the eternal presence of the gods. And may we remember that we will all call death in, fleeting existence in the circle of birth, death, and rebirth. Place the plate or the basket of food on the pinnacle. Light the black candle in the cauldron, saying, I ask all who gather here to join me in feast. This is time of remembrance of all those gone into the realm of Dark Mother and Dark Lord. May I also have good health, prosperity, and happiness. Eat a little of the food and drink some of the fruit juice. Anything left under the ritual must be placed outside or buried. Sit silently now and think of family and friends and pets who have departed this earth. Pick up a look at the photographs. Savor this time with them. When you are finished, then you will say, and I'm going to do that now. I am representing my grandparents, both of them. I have 4 grandparents that are dead now, and my father also has passed on. Someone's very special to me. His name is Michael. He also passed on. We're also representing Bear's family as well, his brother and his nephew, Chris? Carl. So we're doing his brother and his nephew Carl as well, and his mother has passed on as well. So I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to think about that and look that over, and then we will continue. Anyone else who wants to represent their family, now is the time to do so. I am finished with that. I would show a picture, but I think it's too dark, so I will just let you see the picture later if I will post it. The thin veil has been lifted. My loved ones have come to the feast of the dead. I thank them for their presence and the words of comfort. Pick up the apple and say these words. Let me get my apple. Beautiful maiden, you are dispenser of the seed of life. The life awaits, hidden in the... I apologize that I have to use so many different hands here. The sacred cauldron. Fruitful mother, your ripeness of power, nature's the seed beginning, and the existence of helping it grow. Dark mother, your magic cauldron is well of death and rebirth, and the experience each have undergone and undergoes again and again. Let there be no fear in me, for I know your gentleness. Here is the secret symbol of life and death and life, the hidden mystical symbol of the triple goddess. Cut the apple crosswise to reveal the hidden pentagram in the core. Incline your hand toward the altar and say, let me cut it. My deepest thanks to the triple ladies and the triple lords. May I ask and always walk peace beside you. Eat a part of the apple, place the remainder outside after you have completed your ritual as the offering to the birds and the animals. I'll put this out in a little while. turn back to the goddess candle and say, the wheel of the year has turned, the harvest has come and gone. I have sown many dot seeds since the last Samhain. Let the good be harvested, let those would hinder or harm me be cast aside. The triple goddess has covered me with her gentle hands, guided my steps, hard my desires. For this I give her honor and love. Turn to the God candle and say, the wheel of the year has turned, the harvest has come and gone again. Once more I stand before the thin veil, before the gates divide the world. The triple goddess has protected me. The triple God has protected me as well. And his sword guided my steps and heard my desires. For this I give him honor and love. Now tap the pinnacle gentle with your wand, saying, give me clear knowledge of the path I am to follow. Hear my desires, all great ones. Guide me and protect me. Lead me greater knowledge and fulfillment. Sit in silence while you ask what you need of the gods. Also listen to the spirit guidance that may come to the Summerlin. When you feel you're finished, say, here is where I'm going to burn the sage leaves that I have. I always burn them. This is things that I'm wanting to get rid of and hopes that I'm wanting to have come true. Some people may not do this sage leaves, but this is something that's very special to me. I do it every time. Also in here would be Bears as well. He's unable to be in the pentagram tonight because he is doing the filming. But I will burn his as well, as I honored his past loved ones. I'm using the candle because for some reason my lighter does not want to seem to burn. I love the smell of sage burning. And bay leaves smell amazing. And while that continually burns, I'm going to sit for a second and think. Okay, while that finishes, I'm going to go ahead and continue. All love and honor to the great goddess and the horn god, blessed be. Samhain is here, and is a time of transitions. The winter approaches and the summer dies. This is time of the dark mother, a time of death and dying. This is the night of our ancestors and the ancient ones. The earth dies a little each day, and we must embrace this slow descent into dark before we can truly appreciate the light that will return in a few months. Well, this is where I like to do a prayer for the ancestors. I did write one. I just have to pull it up here. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. Ancestor prayer. When you were born, the earth became your body. The stone became your bone. The sea became your blood. The sun became your eye. The moon became your mind. The wind became your breath. When you passed to the other world, your breath became the wind. Your mind became the moon. Your eye became the sun. Your blood became the sea. Your bone became the stone. Your body became the earth. When we were born, you did the same for us. You called forth the earth and rocks, the sea arose, and the sun descended. The moon shone down, and the wind sang. For those who come after, we shall do as you did for us. When we are gone, we shall do as you did before us. Ancestors, we honor you. As soon as that is done burning, I will be closing. Is there anything you need to add? Sorry, he's out there.
Well, just that I'm also honoring my other two brothers that have fallen, Bob and Chris, and my other third brother Carl, my nephew Carl, and my mother all tonight.
Is that all you have?
Yes.
All right, thank you for adding. Okay, turn to the north and say, the north is a place of cold, and the earth is a silent and dark. Spirits of earth, we welcome you, knowing we will envelop us in death. Turn to the east. East is a land of new beginnings, the place where breath begins. Spirit of air, we call upon you, knowing you will be with us as we depart life. And here they come. The west is a place of the underground rivers, and sea is never ending. Rolling tides, spirits of water, we welcome you, knowing you will be with us through the ebbs and flows of our life. Face the south. South is land of sunlight and fire, and your flames guide us through the circle of life. Spirits of fire, we welcome you, and knowing you are transferring us in death. Like the black candle saying, the wheel of the year turns once more, and we cycle into darkness. Next, light the white candle and say, at the end of the darkness comes the light, and when it arrives, we celebrate once more. Each person takes a set of ribbon, one white, one black, and one red, and say, white for life, black for death, red for rebirth. We bind these strands together, remembering those we have lost. Did have plans to have others here tonight, but there is only me tonight, and I do have them. I will get them out, and I will bind them now for you. I'm not sure if I can do this in the dark, but we will try. Well, at least the cops didn't come here. I'm surprised with all the fire we have here, we haven't had someone call, actually.
Nobody wants to make the witch mad.
I know, right? Okay, as I was saying, white for life, black for death, red for rebirth. We bind these strands together, remembering the ones we've lost. While everyone is braiding or nodding, say, please join me in chanting as we work your energy and love into your cords. As the corn will come from grain, all that die will rise again. As the seed grows from earth, we celebrate life and death rebirth. Spirits, guests from place beyond, it is time. We have honored you and celebrated your names, through we may have not known you in life. Now is time for you to move on. Go back to the place for which you come, to places in which you belong, as one of our beloved death and our dead that have gone. Go back knowing that this is the night you were honored and remembered. Go back across the veil and remain in that world. You will not be forgotten again, and you will honor you with our memories. Farewell, rest easy, and may the coming parts of our journey be worthy of you. At this time, I take a moment to center and collect my thoughts before I start to the end of the ritual and opening the circle. Finally, I ask everyone that knotted their ribbons home with them and place them on the personal altar if they have one. That way they can be reminded of their loved ones each time they pass by. I'm going to take a second and then we will close the circle. Bear, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No.
Okay, we're about done. I hope everyone has enjoyed this. Sorry for the little mess ups, but that's what happens when you go live. Nothing goes perfectly correct. As we will continue closing now. Sit and enjoy the season. Reflect on your life, at the fruits of your labor, what you have sown, what you have reaped in your life. Think about the things you need to let go of, and the things that have held you back. Don't feel bad about them. Notice this is a season in which you can put them to rest if you are ready. Now is the time for meditation and spell working if you may need or desire your end of the Sabbath celebration. Appropriate. Oh, wait.
There it is.
I'm sorry, we had connection issues. In life there is death, in death there is life, and the circle ever goes on. May my thanks and praise go with you this season in celebration of the Samhain, for the season does turn you toward slumber as we move toward the icy realm of north. But your present remains in my mind and my heart, and I carry you within henceforth. I turn to the east. In life there is death, in death there is life, and the circle goes on. My thanks and praise go with you this season in celebration of Samhain, for the season does turn you toward slumber as we move toward the icy realm of the north. But your present remains in my mind and my heart, and I carry you with me henceforth.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Are we okay? I turn to the west. In life there is death, in death there is life, and the circle ever goes on. My thanks and praise go with you this season in the celebration of Samhain. The season does turn toward slumber as we move toward the icy realm of north. But present remains in my mind and my heart. I carry you with henceforth. I move to the south and I say, in life there is